Mr. Chairman, and let me also start by thanking Minister Fabius for his superb role in Paris in negotiating this agreement. It's truly an historic agreement that gave a clear signal that the world is in an irreversible way going towards a low-carbon economy. And although I do agree with all those who say that Paris was just an agreement on paper, we shouldn't underestimate the value of paper. We needed this paper agreement in order to come to the real action on the ground. And talking about action, just like Peter Liese, I would like to emphasize that we do need to do more than we agreed upon in Paris, not only to stay below the 2 degrees, but even more important, to come near the 1.5. And talking about actions, I would like to concentrate on the EU actions. We do have the EU policies in place, but are they sufficient given the Paris Agreement? What about carbon leakage? The idea of carbon leakage is based on the assumption that the rest of the world is not doing what we are doing. That is going to change now. So what are we going to do about carbon leakage now? What about the 2020, 2030 and 2050 targets given the 1.5 degrees benchmark? And I'm really looking forward to the comments from Minister Fabius, whether he believes that the EU should step up its efforts. And finally, Mr. Chairman, I would like to talk about competitiveness. Because if the Paris Agreement made one thing clear to our economy, is that low carbon will be more competitive than high carbon. And that is a very, very crucial notion. To give you one example, we had a historic moment this week at the Amsterdam Stock Exchange, where one company that is leading in sustainability, Unilever, for the first time in history became more valuable than a company that is not being seen as one of those leaders, Royal Dutch Shell. Really an historic moment that is, I believe, much more than a coincidence. And talking about competitiveness, I'm slightly concerned here, Minister Fabius, because Europe is falling behind in its investment in clean technology. So my clear question to you is, do you believe, in order to safeguard European competitiveness, we should step up our efforts towards a low-carbon economy in Europe? Thank you.